Hi guys, this is Jamie. I am doing a color and chat, but this is a voiceover. Since when I was coloring this, I had kids talking to me and all sorts of things, so I thought I would do a voiceover with this color and chat. So I am coloring a PDF from Animal Sprites on Etsy is the book, and I will put the link to the Etsy store where you can purchase this adorable image. It's like a little girl in a piglet costume, and she's holding a baby pig. And I thought it would be a perfect picture to color for spring. And when I was just going through my pictures, I thought, oh, I really like this one. I think I will just color it and turn on the camera and record me coloring it for you guys because some people are interested to see how I color. So yeah, I am using Caliart Brush markers, which is an alcohol marker, and I'm trying to be really careful because when I printed these off, I have an inkjet HP printer, and the ink kind of just floats on the surface of the paper. It's not like a laser printer where it actually goes, like digs down in. So I'm trying to be careful not to smear the ink that has been laid down. And alcohol markers seem to do okay. The longer the paper is out of the plastic, the more it dries. So if you print them off and put them in a plastic sheet right away, the ink never really has a chance to dry. Just FYI if you guys have an inkjet printer. So I colored her with Barely Beige on the Caliart set, and then I took a pink and I just put under the eyes where the artist has given us some little kind of blush marks and kind of put some pink there. Used a yellow for her hair to make her blonde, because blonde girls with pink is always fun. I have a little bit of pink gel pen I just put on the little hair ties. And I chose a couple of pinks. I'm going to do the darker pink inside the pig's ears, just because I think it's a darker pink inside. Usually inside the ears of any animal is usually a darker shade of the animal, so I'm just going with it. I should know this because my stepfather, they have pigs, and so I should know. But you can get pigs in all different colors. They're not all pink. Sometimes you can get black, and sometimes you can get like a creamy white color, and sometimes they're like, they kind of look like a cow, and they have black and like patchy, like it's black patchy, or even a black and white type of cow. So, or black and white type of pig. I apologize. But yeah, I just thought she was really cute. The images of these are just really simple and easy to color. Nice and easy. And I want to try to do more color and chats, but I thought this would be a perfect way to do color and chats. Basically color whenever I have time to color, and then do voiceover through my editor when I have a little more quiet time. That way we can still color and chat, and you can see my coloring and you can see it in real time, but at the same time I can talk, and if I need to like look at things while I'm talking, then I can. You know, I can do two things at once, if you know what I mean. But yeah, super adorable. So here I'm just going over with that Barely Beige inside the pig's snout, because I believe the pig's snout's always lighter than the rest of the body. And I will be outlining it in pink just so it looks a little different than her skin. And the hooves, I used a Crayola Take Note permanent marker. I actually really like the Crayola Take Note permanent markers. If you guys have never tried them, you should pick one up just when you have extra money or something. You don't have to get them, but they are a really nice permanent marker, and they don't have really strong smell like Sharpie markers. So if you are sensitive to that, just FYI. I like that little pig she's holding. It's just so cute. A lot of the images of these little animal sprites remind me of springtime and Easter. She also, in her shop, the artist that does these, has a lot of flower sprites, which would be perfect for spring. I don't own any of those PDFs, but those would be perfect for spring as well. But I hope everyone is doing well. Haven't got to actually chat for a while. What are you guys working on? Are you working on anything fun for spring? I know a lot of people have been pulling out their flower books because they're ready for spring and the sunshine. And a lot of people have been working on like baby animals because during springtime the baby animals come out, and it's just so wonderful and fun. It's almost like the springtime brings new life, not only real reality, but to yourself, because it's like, especially after COVID and everything, being so isolated, you get really depressed and just kind of, you know what I mean? And so now with spring coming and things bringing new life and leaves coming on the branches and the snow melting and feeling like you can go outside and there's nobody around you, so you don't have to wear a mask and you can just be you and breathe in that fresh air. And even if it's raining, it's really nice too, going out and smelling that fresh rain, especially if you have grass that's coming in. I love, love, love the smell of fresh grass after it rains. It smells really good. So what I'm doing here is I'm kind of going over all the outlines that the artist has given us with my darker pink. And then I'll go back over with the lighter pink, just so I'm creating a form of shading. I really do like these brush ones from Caliart. I do like the chisel ones as well, because I am a chisel girl. I do like a nice chisel tip. But if I'm doing something that has fur, or if I want to be a little more delicate, or even if I'm experiencing hand pain, a brush tip is the way to go, because you don't have to put nearly the amount of pressure on a piece of paper with a brush tip. I've never tried a Copic, so I'm sure they're tons different than these, but that's all right, because I'm perfectly content with these at the moment. Maybe when I become rich and famous, I'll get some Copics, but we'll see. One can dare to dream, right? So I'm just kind of slowly getting all this stuff. And you can clearly see I try to take my time and not just throw color at it and hope for the best. I try to do my best to stay in the lines. I do apologize about the shadow. That's just my lamp. I have a lamp that I picked up at Walmart. It's like a $5 lamp. It was like the $5.97 special. And it's a mint green, so it matches my cart. And I just thought, oh, I'll get this and I'll see how long it lasts. And I have had this lamp for probably going on 2 years now. And it's an LED and it's never, ever went out. Not bad for $5.97, the US dollar, correct? So yeah, here I'm just doing a little more outlining. As you can see, we're almost finished. I'm not going to actually put backgrounds on these sprite characters, because once I have them all done, I'm actually going to save them and put them in my art journal, because I think that they would be great for an art journal and to add quotes to. And if they were in a book, I probably would just art journal in the book. But since they are PDFs, I will take them out and put them in an art journal. I hope you guys have started watching some of my creative series. I really want to try to do some art journaling, not only art journaling, but just some different coloring techniques, show some different ways how you can use cheap art supplies inside a coloring book, just all sorts of different things and fun stuff. I'm hoping to finish up on our Cinderella page sometime this week so that I can get that video out to you guys on Monday or even Sunday, depending on the time. I've been trying to post a video every day, even if it's just a simple flip through a book video, just so that you guys have something to watch and hopefully it keeps you entertained. I'm pulling out my pencils now. These are the Colleen colored pencils, and I will tell you guys, these are one of my favorite pencils. They may just be a student grade pencil, but I really enjoy using them, especially in the Rita Berman books, because the laydown is beautiful in the Rita Berman books. And this is the 72 count. So in the description, I'll put all the products that I'm using, probably except for the gel pen, because it's just some random pink gel pen that I used, but I'll make sure to put the markers and the pencils and the, of course, the PDF. And I bought the actual book of this PDFs, the Animal Sprites book, but if I can find the one that's specific just for this image, I'll just put the one for this image. I'll see what I can do for you guys. What I like to do is after I do marker base, I like to go in and add extra shading. Even though I did shade with the markers a little bit, the pencil I'm using here is just slightly darker than that shaded pink color I already put with the marker. So it just brings out just a little bit more. It's not like tons and tons more, but it does bring it out just a little bit more. Something I didn't do on this, I was just thinking, I didn't add any white highlights. Normally I add white highlights. I think I need to get me a new white Posca pen and a new white Signo gel pen, just because I'm running very low, because they're some of my favorite go-to tools to use. If you hear noises in the background, it's just my kids, so no alarm. We're good. So I'm just shading in these ears. Looking good, looking good. So I promised to tell you guys this story about when I had COVID. So back in January, I had COVID. What had happened is I felt like I had a cold and I just didn't feel good. And it was just really weird. And then my mom said, you should go get a test. And I said, I really don't want to stick that thing all the way back in my throat and my nose and everything. That's just way too uncomfortable. She goes, well, they do spit tests, you know. I said, oh, I can handle a spit test. So I went and did the spit test, where you just spit in this little tube thing. And you have to like fill it to the line or whatever. Okay, I'll help you in a minute. Okay, bud? And so they said, you'll get your results in 24 hours. I'm like, sure. And then the next day, I felt like I had this like huge cold, like the worst cold of my life. And so I was like, okay, this is just not good. They called me and told me I was positive. The next day, I got a knock on the door, and it was like really early. My kids were all still asleep because they couldn't go to school. And I opened the door, and I'm like, I look like the Grim Reaper, guys. I'm like, I look terrible. It's a sales guy, not wearing a mask, trying to give me some stupid sales pitch. And I look at him. I literally look like the thing off The Grudge, okay? And he goes, can I interest you? And I said, if you value your health, you will get out of here. I have the COVID. and you should have saw him run. He he tripped over his own feet and was booking it out of there as quickly as he could. So funny. But anyway, here is my completed pages. Completed page. I signed it, and I am going to end talking. But I hope you guys enjoyed this color and chat. I'll see you next time.